Simply put, we saw a need we could help meet. Therapeutic horsemanship is uniquely effective across a wide spectrum of disabilities and mental health concerns. We knew we could help, so how could we not? Once we began, we heard from parents and teachers just how important our program is to our riders. One mom said, "All the other parents get to go watch their kids play soccer. I left work early to see my child ride, and I told my colleagues, this is my kid's soccer." Our daily objective is to help our riders engage with the world. We set goals for every rider in every lesson. We expect every rider to benefit from horseback riding. Our long-term objective is to serve as many riders as we can. Kids especially need services early. They can't wait. They're growing up. We have hundreds of riders on our waiting list that we're determined to serve. And to achieve that objective, we need to build our own permanent, full-time operation site with our own horses. In New York City, that's no small task, but we do intend to accomplish this goal. We believe that in showing how well our riders can ride, we are breaking down the stigmas against people with disabilities. We work with hundreds of volunteers and could not continue our services without them. Each volunteer comes away with more understanding of what a person with a disability can do. We offer families a safe and supportive place where they can let their kids be themselves and where their children are loved and appreciated, not feared and bullied. Lastly, we offer growth opportunities for all of our community. Most of our employees started as volunteers. For Gallup NYC, effective means we improve the life of a rider and his or her family. In some cases, this means a child can stay at home longer before entering residential care. In other cases, it means a child can survive independently in the real world. What really makes us effective, though, is the horse. This magnificent and empathetic animal helps people in need. There's no better physical therapy tool than a horse. But more than that, people sense acceptance and peace from horses, and they form deep bonds with them. Without the horse, we would not be effective. Our goals for each rider are improved quality of life and more active participation in the world around them. To track progress towards these goals, we use a weekly lesson plan and report that records riding skills for the lesson, a goals report with 3 to 5 cognitive, emotional, or social goals. For example, a goal might be better balance, long attention span, or increased cooperation with others. Surveys of parents and teachers consistently tell us they see benefits at home and in the classroom. Many people assume our program is simply recreational. Gallup NYC is important for people who do not have a lot of recreational outlets, but we offer much, much more in measurable benefits and skills. Also, we don't work exclusively with people with physical disabilities. We also work in the areas of autism spectrum disorder, emotional disabilities, as well as youth job training, veterans with PTSD, and kids in counseling programs. Even in our enlightened modern world, few people understand how able people with disabilities are. There's too much exclusion, stigma, bullying, and misunderstanding. Since 2008, we've grown from 2 riders a week to 175 a week. This has taken a strong shared vision, hard work, and a clear commitment and support of a lot of people. We have benefited from financial donors and also from in-kind donors of software, mentoring, capacity building, legal advice, and financial expertise. In 2012, we received the New York City Mayor's Award for services to New Yorkers with disabilities. The certificate was awarded at a Disability Awareness Night hosted by the New York Yankees. The award honored us as leaders in the disability community in New York City. As a young organization, we're not yet as financially sound as we would like to be. We weathered the 2009 recession well, but we need to build more financial strength and reserves. We do not yet have a permanent site for our operations. Without our own site, we cannot control our own program, much less our destiny. Finding a site in New York City is a challenge, but we have several strong options. Our first years have seen a great deal of change. All of the change has been necessary and ultimately good for Gallup NYC, but change is not easy. We would serve more riders. To do that, we would train more staff and offer more training to existing staff. We'd improve our volunteer management software, we'd add more supervisory staff, and we'd have more of our own horses. We have the funds for a dedicated riding arena, but we still need to build a stable or fix up an existing one. Once we have our own stable, we can have more of our own horses, and then we can greatly expand the number of riders we serve, the type of riders we serve, and the quality of our services. Gallup NYC has hundreds of riders on our waiting list, and meeting their needs is our biggest gap. We would also like to hire people with disabilities to do support work. And in a similar vein, we'd like to offer more job skills programs for people with disabilities. As part of our education mission, we'd like to expand our horse education program, which introduces New Yorkers, including those without disabilities, to our wonderful horses. We'd like to open a family resources center to offer services ranging from respite to referrals to support groups.